Hey, what's up guys? This is Cross. So we're back into Kingspray Graffiti. We're actually revisiting the Oculus Quest version. This is the updated version. So for this one, what we're going to do is go over any of the new stuff that has been added to this. So first things first, I just want to give a shout out to Blank Beats who suggested this video, and let's get to it. So now I'm going to point out the things that have been obvious to me, but if you guys see that I've missed anything, just put it in the comments and let me know. So some of the changes that actually have been taken here is the fact that you can customize your helmet and your baseball cap. There is a change to your menu for your phone, and there is new locations. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to customize both the helmet, the baseball cap, and the spray can. And then we're going to see what the glitches are. So for all three of these, I'm just going to keep it simple just to get with the video and nothing fancy. The whole idea is just to make enough changes that is visible and you guys can see the difference. And then when the glitch comes in, you'll see what happens. So for the mask, I'm just going to change the color for the mouth, the rim, and the filters. So for the baseball cap, the only thing I'm going to do is tag in the middle. I'm going to change the color for the button and the brim, and that's it. For the spray can, I'll also keep it simple. Half of it I'm going to color it black, and then I'm just going to tag on it with a silver color. So I'm just going to show you really quick on the big screen here the different locations. Most of them are the same, just a few that are new. I'm not going to go in exact order. I'm going to leave the best ones for last, or at least the new ones for last. So one of the first things I want to point out is that for all the locations that were in the previous version, nothing much has changed. Pretty much they're all the same. There are minor changes to some of them, and I'll go over it with you. Now for the rooftop, everything pretty much looks the same as in the previous version. If I am missing anything that I'm not noticing or I did not notice, just leave it in the comments below and let me know what you've noticed, okay? Let's take a look at your next upgrade, which is on the phone. The first menu pretty much looks the same, but there is a second part of the menu, and this is where the new changes have been made. So now you actually have your replay, you have your images, you have your camera, and you have your stencils. So the camera option is pretty much almost the same as the save. You'll just be able to take a picture of what you've worked on. Now you can actually see what the helmet and the baseball cap looks like. This is exactly how I customized it, so that looks fine so far. So one of the glitches you're going to see is with your cell phone. Once you've done a save, everything pretty much locks out. It doesn't happen all the time, but if it does and you can't select anything, one of the ways to get out of this is on your right hand, you're going to switch your colors, and once you've done a switch of colors for your spray can, you should be able to get back into the functionality of your cell phone, and then you can just select anything you need. So now let's talk about the next glitch. So in this one, we're going to actually hit the replay, and you're going to see how the baseball cap, the mask is not the same way it looked like before in the selfie. So now, is it a big deal? Not really. The only issue that I see here is that if you actually want to do a screen capture, you actually want to post this on YouTube or any other media, it's not going to be how you selected it. That's going to be the only downside to this. So now here you can see the other glitch, the spray can. So I did half of it in black and then I tagged it, but when you see it here in my hand, it's not the same way. Again, this is something that's not a big deal, so it's fine. So now we're going to go into the next icon, which is your images. So as you can see here, it gives you the instructions on how to actually add any images you want. So the purpose of this is actually for you to make either sketches or put in any drawings that you want to actually transfer over to the wall, and it will put it on your phone and you'll be able to look at it as you're up against the wall and you're drawing. So basically it serves as a reference. Okay, let's do stencils. So for this one, I wanted to have the layout of the controllers so you can see exactly what I'm doing and what you have to press. For the L, that's going to be the one that's going to post the image up on the wall. You got to actually click on it and you'll be able to impose it. Now there's another option where you can actually color in and invert the picture. So for that one, you're going to actually use the right controller and the R, which is the other joystick. And you're going to actually click on that, and that's going to superimpose the image. And then you click with your left to post it up on the wall. Then you can go in, paint it, and then you unclick it again with your left, and you should be able to see the painted stencil. Now the other option is to actually increase or decrease. Now for this, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna use your LG, which is your grab objects, and then you're gonna use the L, and you're gonna move it right and left, and that's gonna increase or decrease the image. The other thing you can do also is the same thing as before. You can impose it on the wall, and you're gonna invert the picture, and then you'll be able to color it. Same way like you did it before, you're gonna use the right controller now, and you're gonna click on the R, and that's gonna let you color it in. So now let's head over to Top Dog Auto Repair. So for the Top Dog Auto Repair, everything is pretty much the same. Very few minor things have changed, but nothing that is substantial. As I look around, I see that everything is pretty much the same as it was before on the previous version. Let me know what your experience is with this location. Okay, so now we're in the subway. This one's also one of those that hasn't changed. Everything's pretty much the same, and nothing really to mention here. Okay, so here we are at the underpass. Now here everything is pretty much the same. We got these two barrels that are different, but then everything else is pretty much exactly like in the previous version. So what we're going to notice in this one though is that when you do a drawing on these two main walls, they get transferred over to the other side. But as we look around, you can see that the layout, the things that were on the floor, across the street, everything's pretty much the same. So here what you're going to see is that the drawing is also being made on the other side. So that's the only difference that is major for this location. So now we're at the Bullship Depot, and this one, the only difference that you're going to see is that we got the ladder, but even if you climb it, you can't do anything on top. You can't even paint behind it. Now the drawing that you see me doing on the other side, you can see that's being painted on the reverse, and everything is sort of like an image, mirror image. So everything is in reverse, and you can see there is a glitch where the paint doesn't go all the way when you get to the back part of the truck. But that is the only update that I've seen for this location. So now we're at the Bullship storage, and here again, as you look around, everything's pretty much the same. The only thing that I've noticed is the crates. That's about it. But looking around, everything pretty much else is the same. Even if there is some minor changes that I haven't noticed, there's nothing that we can actually use. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not seeing anything of importance at least. So now we are at the cinema, and this is also one of the locations that nothing has really changed. So for the Top Dog garage, there's really nothing here that's different. The only thing is that you got these crates, and that's the only thing that will give you any height. So if you want to draw a little bit higher, but the wall is pretty low as it is, so it really makes no difference. So now we're heading to one of the new locations. This is the train gondola. This is the day version of it. This is pretty nice. I like it. I like what they did with it. The fact that it's daylight helps a lot. The other version for the quest was only at night, and you had to move the lights around. It was okay, but this is much better. I like it. So the next one is the train gondola at night. This one is pretty nice. I like it. To be honest with you, I like it a lot. They put detail in here. You got these generators. You got the wires going from one generator to the small generator to the lights. You got the gasoline. This is awesome. I think that they really made this look really nice. I like the fact that the lights are beaming directly on the cart and it's hitting it in 3 locations, so you don't have to go around moving anything. The lights are right where it needs to be. It looks really cool. I love this place. So now I left the best for last, at least the best for me. This is the alleyway. This is so nice. You can see that as I'm drawing on one end, you can see the drawing coming out on this end over here. Check this out. I love it. The thing what I like about this place is that this would be the perfect place if it existed in real life. I'd probably be bombing it left and right because you're hidden. So you can come in here, nobody bothers you. You can just tag up. You can do a nice piece. And forget it, this is like the perfect spot. The only thing is that because it's so perfect, this place will probably be bombed left and right, and everybody will be tagging up. So your tag probably wouldn't last more than 1 day, if any, you know. Now you can see that there are cameras on top, and that's one thing I noticed recently. So you see that the cameras, they move around, they follow you as I'm waving my arm. So one thing we need to do is we need to spray paint those cameras so they don't see us. So we're gonna just go over here and now we're gonna spray it. We're gonna block it. This is so cool. I love it. I love the detail. I love what they've done here. Then is one of the best spots. This is cool. So one thing I did notice about this location is that you can only transfer the images. Well, it only copies images that are on the window and on the door. I tried doing all the gates just to see if it will transfer over to the other gates, but it doesn't. And there's one more thing I want to point out. There is a bit of a glitch here, and I'll show you right now. So now if you come to this wall and you stick your head through, you can see there's some images there. It looks like it's part of the layout, and it probably was just left there, forgotten. But yeah, I think it's pretty neat. You can actually do this in some locations. If you get in the right spot, just stick your head through and you'll be able to see right on the other side of the wall. So that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments what I've missed, what you think, and what you want to see for the next video. Alright guys, take care. Later.